Patter, 4-1 defeat at home to Bishop Auckland. The side now haven't won a game in their last 9 league matches. What's your immediate response from that?
It's poor performance today, really. Giving the ball away too cheaply, taking too many touches of it when we can shift it and move it quicker, and then just making the wrong decisions when we are in possession, and out of possession, because that's how we've conceded a couple of goals. A lot of them come from our own doing, so it's stuff that gets spoke about a lot of the time, and the same things seem to be happening. So it's disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy enough saying we've got to cut out them individual errors, but it's another thing actually taking them into the game and trying to do it, isn't it?
Of course, I mean, but that comes from just trying to get in a habit of doing the right things, and just simplifying the game. Like there's times when people are in possession of the ball and they can just sometimes pass it 10 yards to the next person, keep it moving. As long as the ball's moving and we're in possession of it, we should be okay. You know what I mean? And like, try and move it forward. If you can't go forward, move it sideways, backwards. Keep possession of the ball. But do it quickly, not 3, 4, 5 touches, which is what we seem to do all the time. And then you get closed down and the ball gets taken off you. And just decisions, like when you're in good possession, try and make better decisions and use the width more. Mix your game up a bit. We're just not doing it at the minute.
Yeah. Looking at the game now, you didn't start particularly bright, but you went ahead through Bully. That must have been a bit of a positive, considering you didn't start well, but you've broken the deadlock.
Yeah, of course. Like a goal against a run of play, which is you don't always get that luck, do you? Which was really good at the time, and we needed to. That should have given us a lift as a team, and we should have probably went on from there to start doing things better, sharpening up the game, and trying to play more in their half. We didn't. To be fair to them, they've scored a good goal to equalise. It was a great finish by the lad. We have tried to close him down, but it's a good bit of play. But from then it just seems like our heads went down, and then you start doing more of the things that you don't want to be doing. Do you know what I mean? You start forcing things even more. Then, like, you feel lads start feeling the pressure. Sometimes you just got to take the sting out of the game, slow it down for 5 minutes, and then regroup.
Yeah. So you concede that equaliser, and you've just said heads went down. Why do you think heads are dropping whenever we're conceding?
Listen, any game of football, when you concede a goal, it always gives the other team a bit of momentum, and you've got to try and ride the storm, haven't you? And like I said, you've got to then start take the sting out of the game for 5 minutes. Like, keep possession, slow it down a little bit. Take your time, and then like I said, regroup, start getting people in, being a bit more compact, and then like going from there again. Try and play your way back into the game again.
So what could you have done in that second half better, considering you were 2-1 down at the break? They didn't get their third goal. I mean, it was a mistake at the back that let the lad in, or I think it was just after the hour mark. What could you have done better in that second half to try and get back into that game?
I think at times we're okay at that point. I think we had a bit of possession, like we're huffing and puffing. I thought we started better second half than we did first half. So, but like I said, that obviously kills us. The third goal is a real killer, and that just knocks the stuffing completely out of you. When we've got half a chance of going to get a goal and get that equaliser. It's just. Mate, I don't know what we can do different. It's getting bodies in the box, getting people busting the gut to get in there and try and get a finish, and full backs bombing on, trying to get crosses in. We can do a lot of things better.
Looking ahead now, the $1 million question: what can we put right in how? I mean, it might sound a silly question, but how important is it that we do that rather quickly?
Yeah, you have to, innit? It's like, we've got to start picking up results in the league. Like, this is our bread and butter. This is where we want to be, and the club needs to be in this league. And we need to get a grip and get everyone together. And we need to start picking up results. How we do that, we're gonna have to sit down and discuss it as a team, and we've just got to go and get that win from somewhere, and then that might change our fortunes a little bit.